Hello and welcome to the news with Beth and
Dan.
Today we're going to talk about self-advocacy groups in South Korea. This research was carried out by Kyung-mi Kim, Sarah Hall and Yoo Bin Jung.
Self-advocacy is where people with developmental disabilities speak up for themselves and for others.
In self-advocacy meetings, disabled people talk about the things that are most important for them.
In South Korea, self-advocacy groups first started in 2013.
Oh, wow. And in the UK, self-advocacy groups started up in the 1980s.
Brilliant. Which made us think.
Whether or not people with developmental disabilities in the UK have the same life experiences as people with developmental disabilities in South Korea.
Do they face the same challenges?
So, we sent out our roving reporter Penny out on the streets of Bristol to find out.
Hey, Reverend Penny.
Hello. Excuse me, sir, I'm doing a report on people. Excuse me, sir, excuse me. Thank you for taking the time to talk. Did you know that in South Korea, a lot of people with developmental disabilities live in isolation, face social discrimination, and lack accessible spaces in the community?
Well, I would say that it's different here. It used to be terrible, but I have seen a lot of changes. There's more to do, and I feel more part of the community.
I can still feel isolated when people don't include me, but there are things to do. I like to keep myself busy.
I think it's not much different over here. People see me as different, as if I'm not worth it.
Excuse me, sir, I wonder if I'm doing a project on pigeons. Did you know people with developmental disabilities in South Korea think that they need someone to make decisions on their behalf?
Some people need a lot of support to take big decisions, and those with profound or developmental disabilities may need someone to take the decisions for them. But I make my own decisions.
If I don't make my own decisions, I don't learn. I ask for support when I need it.
I might not understand some stuff, but I will always ask for help if I need it. And at the end of the day, I'll make my own decisions.
She was good.
Wow, brilliant.
In South Korea, the self-advocacy movement is working to change these perspectives.
Self-advocacy groups support people with developmental disabilities to develop self-determination, communication, public speaking, and leadership skills.
This is great news.
So, back to our roving reporter Penny on the streets of Bristol to see what people with developmental disabilities think about this.
The self-advocacy movement in South Korea is saying that people with developmental disabilities benefit by making friends and increasing their participation in the community. Do you think this is right?
Yes, of course it is. It's really important that we benefit from contact with other people.
I don't want to be hidden away. I want to live my life. I want to be able to go in the community with my friends.
I love travelling around, getting out, having a burger.
Well, I love meeting people.
The self-advocacy movement in South Korea is saying that the role of a supporter is important to the active involvement of people with developmental disabilities in self-advocacy groups. Would you agree with that?
Support is important, yes. Good support makes me feel confident and helps me to become the person who I really am.
I've got great support. I'm independent.
It's important. I didn't have any support, so I felt lonely. The world was against me. And it was really bad. It was terrible. I just can't believe it.
Support is important, but must be good support.
The self-advocacy movement in South Korea is saying that there needs to be an equal relationship where the voices of people with developmental disabilities are heard. What do you say to that?
Yes, it's really important that we are all seen as equals.
Everyone has got a voice, so listen to mine.
What's the point if no one's going to listen to me? If they think I haven't anything to say?
I want people to see me, not my disability.
That was good.
Wow, brilliant again. Ah.
So, to sum up,
People face similar problems, but there are differences.
self-advocacy groups are making a difference for people with developmental disabilities around the world.
So that's all from us. So it's good night from him.
And it's good night from her.
Good night.
Good night.
Stupid one. I remember you. Everybody remember. No, Lucia and Ukraine.
Blimey, I don't get paid enough to do this.
You can read more about this article on the Disability and Society website.